2.
He and Robbie Gordon might have gotten together there.
That's just casual contact here. That's two cars kind of fighting for the same place. Try to get to the bottom. You turn down a little early, and the guy didn't give you enough room. You're going to touch. You touch here, the cars are really light entering the corners. See everybody kind of trying to. You see Kyle trying to get down in front of Robbie. You always think early in the race. This is what you're thinking. That guy will give me a break. So early in the race, he'll give me. Oh, he just gets loose up off the corner. He's coming up off the turn. The car gets loose with him. Blaney tries to get out from behind him and can. And here comes Dale Jarrett. And you cannot stop these race cars. You're going 120 miles an hour. You just got no way of stopping it in time to miss that wreck. Now watch Michael. Watch his hands. He comes off the corner. Did you see his hands? He got loose. Trying to fight it. Trying to fight it. Bam. Turns around looking right at Dale Jarrett.
Now, ride with Dale Jarrett. And Darrell, when Michael gets loose, what's that do to the driver right behind him?
Well, he's trying to avoid him is what he's trying to do.
Blaney, the hole closed up on Dale Jarrett.
And I'm sure the spotter's telling Dale Jarrett, go high, go high.
It was all single file and accordioned up here. As they come down to turn 3. Oh, boy, that started when Todd Bodine got in the back. Was that Kyle Petty? Ahead of him.
Yeah, it was Kyle Petty in the 45.
And it's just a big accordion. You squeeze it, this is what happens.
Yeah, and somebody goes and somebody doesn't. And when the guy doesn't go, he gets run over from.
Going down the front stretch off into turn 1. Looked like Tony, well, just like Ryan maybe came down into Tony, Darrell.
He just didn't, Ryan did not want to enter that turn up on the outside because he's already loose.
And Sterling was on the bottom, I think it was Sterling, Marlin, underneath Craven. They bumped, and that shot Craven up into Newman.
I don't think Ricky's got a lot of damage, but he'll probably assess it here or let somebody look at it.
See who that was under Craven. It was Brett Bodine.
Yeah. Since he got into the nose of the 12 car, that's probably the softest part of the car that he could get into. It probably didn't do any suspension damage to the 32, although it did a lot of body damage, but that doesn't matter.
Kenny Schrader.
Stuck his way through there, didn't he?
Jack Sprague underneath Benson.
It's almost the same thing I think that we saw happen to Ryan Newman and Tony Stewart a while ago. I mean, he would just kept coming down and there was nowhere else for him to go.
You get a run on a guy, you know you got the advantage on the bottom right there, but the guy's got to give you a little room. If you get that left wheel down on the apron as you enter that corner, you got to be able to slide up. And with that car on the outside of you, you try to keep from taking both cars. That's what you try to do.
Watch this near miss of Robbie Gordon's.
Jamie McMurray in the 42 just.
No, he's already gone.
Boy, Johnny Benson was very lucky.
Sprague may have been looking back saying, whoa, here comes that 10 car. I better, and then while he was looking back, he got behind on his
But look
steering.
how high he was in turn 2. He was up there where there's no grip. We've seen so many cars spin on the high side of the exit of these corners.
I'm telling you, the spotter said, hey, watch that 10 car. He's coming up on you, and he was. He's looking at him in the rearview mirror.
Now we're seeing some of our leaders come to pit road, but just like before, Jeff Gordon.
He got wrecked.
It started there, a quarter of a lap ahead of Mark Martin.
Right, now you see the 99, he gets into Dale Jr., the 48 gets into the 99.
6 gets into the 40.
The 48 goes down under the 99. He has to check up. Here comes these other guys, and so on, and so on, and so on. Or Scooby, Dooby, Dooby.
Maybe the driver can, Darrell. Can these cars react quickly enough to miss it?
01 got under the 12 going into turn 3. Ryan went up the hill, and then and 01 got up under him. They start off the corner here, and I think the 11 may. I think he kind of checked up and got run over from the back.
Chain reaction again. We've seen it all day long. Now, Mike and Darrell, this is a box I don't like to be painted in. Kevin Harvick in the 29, Terry Labonte in the 5.
Let's see what happened. Left side of your screen, Bobby Labonte, the purple car.
He just gets turned around by his teammate. His teammate, I think, may have given him a little punt there, but the 2 car checked up in front of him.
Of Labonte toward the bottom of your screen. Gets tagged by Brett Bodine.
There you see Robbie Gordon gets in the side of Brett Bodine on the left side, and they just start stacking up behind him. Kenny Wallace there at the bottom of the screen in the 23.
Now Terry's trying to get away and move through here, and he gets bumped by Kenny Wallace. Brett Bodine slides back into him.
As we talked about earlier, Darrell, it don't take much to send a car spinning around here.
Dale Jr. Misses it, gets through.
Robbie Gordon is, kind of having a problem with his car. It's not handling all that well.
He's 2 laps down.
McMurray gets into the back of him, and here we go.
And then McMurray looked like he checked up. That's when Ward Burton in the 22 got to the back of him, and the chain reaction continues.
And here comes more.
Yeah, watch Tony Stewart.
Oh,
nah, not good.
That's a hard hit.
Not good.
Let's ride with McMurray. All right, let's ride with Ricky Rudd.
We've seen more shots of Ricky Rudd in wrecks and
missing them.
He gets down here and he sees the 42. He moves up. The problem was Tony Stewart's there. I don't think it hurt Ricky's car all that much.
4. Dale Jarrett, where it happened, Darrell, you almost think a tire went down.
Well, that car, it has no front end on it. So I saw him go down on the apron down here, and the thing is damaged so badly, he just finally just spun it into the end. Yeah, he just, golly, ran out. He had nowhere to go, but he had such a run on Joe that he couldn't woe up. So he tried to go on the apron, hoping Joe might see him and move up. Didn't happen.
Boy, Joe Nemechek was lucky he was able to save that car.
Yeah. Kyle could have, he had 2 options there. Try to get down on the apron or run into Joe. He got down on the apron and still run into Joe, but at least Joe kept going.
And Kyle very lucky that nobody tagged him coming past.
Kyle's been lucky all day. Been in a couple of...
Harvick squeezes past. How about Johnny Benson? Right, left, right, left, right. That was right.
Both cars already damaged from being in accidents earlier.
Ward was only 1 lap down.
Difficult to drive. They get together there and Ward loses control. He's headed for the inside wall here, and then he hits the inside wall, and the momentum just carries him right back up, and there goes Kyle, who I'm sure was hustling trying to get clear of that. Those 2 cars just get together, and that's the loosest part of the racetrack.
It's a hard lick on the inside wall.
Man, I'm sure Kyle was all drawn up knowing that here comes Ward. Am I going to make it? Am I going to make it?
Watch this lick right here, though. Kyle Petty on that outside wall. That's a hard lick.
Yeah.
Now, I want to give a call to our cameramen. When you have accidents that start out with 1 hit, you follow the first crash, then the next crash, then the next crash. Those fellows are carrying the bills for us today.
It's all happening in a hurry.
Yep. And they're all multiple incidents. From Johnny Benson. First, there's Robbie Gordon outside of Mark Martin.
Oh, Mark just the car just spun around. Mark, see, he's already been wrecked, and so his car's not driving as good as it should.
And then everybody's got to come through that days of thunder-like cloud.
Spotters don't know if there's going to be a caution or not. They assume there is because you see all that smoke.
What happened to John Andretti in the 43 checked up. Tony Stewart checked up. Joe Nemechek did not check up. Not as much as those guys did anyhow.
The accordion compresses again.
Well, you just think, you just assume there's going to be a caution. See, see that? Look at that. Now, you're assuming there's going to be a caution.